What's up, guys? It's Mama K, and here's every step for the main quest in the tomb in Black Ops 6. The first thing you'll need to do is push to round 8, where a shock mimic will spawn in. You'll need to take him down, and that'll give you the first part for the Staff of Ice, the Monocle. Next, we're going to start on the left side of the map. This is the Death Perception room. You'll make your way down and see this bull painting on the wall. What you'll need to do here is shoot this purple ether crystal. You're going to shoot it until it moves around the room, until it's across from the bull painting. Once it's in the correct location, you're going to see these Roman numeral-like symbols on the wall. All you're going to do is shoot these in order from 1 through 8. Now, if you mess up, that's okay. Just make sure you hit the correct one the next time you try it. I'd highly recommend that someone on your squad is in another area training the zombie. That way you don't flip the round and you can start this as soon as round 8. Now, what this is going to do once you've completed that puzzle is spawn in waves of purple ether zombies. You're going to get 5 waves, and you'll need to kill all of the purple zombies before you can move on to the next one. The waves do get harder as you advance, so I'd at least make sure there's a tool on your gun or you have Juggernog, and then this step is pretty easy. Once you've completed all of those waves, you'll then get the first part of the staff, the staff. The next part, we're going to head to the right side of the map. We're doing the same thing. We're pushing the crystal until it's in front of the archer painting. Again, this is in the Neolithic catacombs where Deadshot Daiquiri is. And this one is going to be the same exact symbols, only this time instead of 8, you're going to shoot 10. Now, if the round naturally advances to round 9 because the zombie died or you accidentally flipped it, that's okay. Just have someone train the zombies while you work on this. And again, I would at least up your gun rarity if you need to. That'll make this step much easier. And once you complete all the waves, you're going to get the second part of the staff, the headpiece. You're then going to take both parts and insert it into this wall in the middle of the dark ether. This is going to begin a defend phase. I would recommend that you pack-a-punch your gun for this step. In my game, I was on round 10. So again, you're doing this pretty early, but these zombies are a little stronger, it seems, than the ones in the waves. So just be prepared. You can use Aether, Shroud, or decoys to help you out if you need. After you've protected the staff, you'll then be able to grab that and have the Staff of Ice. For the next step, we need to shoot the purple crystals. Now, this is going to be for upgrading the Staff of Ice. This is the first step in the upgrade. What I like to do is take a look at where the purple crystals are. There's going to be 2 on the left side of the map, 2 on the right, and 1 in the middle. Now, if the one in the middle is found deep down in the excavation site, go ahead and shoot it. So hopefully it'll spawn closer to that red gateway. What you need to do for this step is use the Staff of Ice, and you're going to shoot them as quickly as possible. Now, this can be one of the most trickiest steps in the Easter egg. You have to shoot all 3 of the crystals in under 10 seconds. Right here, you can see that I actually failed because you're going to get a voice line from Archibald when you've done it correctly. Now, if you fail, just go ahead and shoot those crystals and they will respawn. Now, I have a preference for the right side of the map where stamina up and death perception is, but you can shoot any 3 of the 5. It doesn't matter, but it does have to be under 10 seconds. If you and your staff have 2 wonder weapons because you used a wonder bar and you got the Staff of Ice, that's fine. You guys can each shoot 1 and that will make it much better. You do need the line, extinguish the flames, froze the crystals from Archibald. The next step, you're going to head into the dark ether, and we're looking for 3 purple runes that can be found on the side of rocks. Now, these can be in any order on any rock, and sometimes they are a little hard to see. Now, if you need help noting the symbol, you can go ahead and change your FOV to 60. I'm on round 11 at this point, so again, I would recommend your teammate to hold a zombie if they can while you do this. So you'll need to shoot the symbol with the ice staff and note the symbol because you're going to need to recall it later. I like to give each of my symbols a different name. So when I shot this one, that looked like a bird. And then I just happened to get lucky and my symbol was right next to this. So when I shot the third one, you're going to get another voice line from Archibald. That tells you you've shot all 3 correctly. The next thing you'll need to do is look for a gateway that's blocked off. So as you can see here, my door was blocked off there, We're just going to check the blue one and the yellow one. So I need to go to the green door, which is near Speed Cola. Now you can take either the red or the blue one. It doesn't matter, but just take a gateway to get where you need. And then I'm going to cut back over to Speed Cola. Here you're going to see the door. This is where you need to recall the 3 symbols, and you're going to shoot them with the ice staff. Now, if you do not shoot the correct symbols, you'll still be able to go through the door, but you will fall off the rock you're supposed to land on. If that happens, you'll need to flip the round and try again. So if you're falling off the rock, that's why. If you've done it correctly, you're going to see this purple orb right here. Now, if you're playing in a squad, before you shoot the symbols and go through the door and interact with that orb, everybody needs to be here. If your team is not all by the orb, you will instantly fail it. You'll need to flip the round, find the new symbol door, shoot the symbols again, and start all over. Now, another important thing with this orb is you have to get kills, and every person in your team has to be right next to it. If someone goes down and they get too far away, you will fail it. So this step can absolutely be tricky. Make sure everybody has ammo before they're ready. If not, use the ammo caches that are nearby. It's so important that you're getting kills and everybody in the squad is sticking together. This is probably the trickiest step for squads as you're preparing for the Easter egg. Now, all you're going to do is escort this back to the main wall. You can use your Aether Shroud if somebody's running healing, or you can quickly pick up teammates that go down. You can also use decoys, whatever you need to escort that orb. And once it's made its way to the wall, all you do is interact with the staff, and that will be upgraded. That's the second part of the Easter egg complete. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to use the alternative fire to start 4 different zombie trials. The first one that you're going to start is the vermin one. So you'll shoot this statue. You'll then need to grab the purple flame. Now, that crystal was blue, telling us to go through the blue door. That's going to take you back to spawn, where you'll then see a purple vermin statue. You're going to interact with that, and this is going to create the vermin zombie trial. This one's pretty easy. It's great for salvage. Not everyone has to be there, but if you like to pick up that salvage, then it doesn't hurt. You're going to eliminate all of the vermin that spawn in, and when it's done, you're going to grab the purple light. This is the amulet. Now, while you do this, you can only take 3 to 4 hits. That blue gateway is going to be closed, so you can either go to the left or the right of the map to use a different gateway. It doesn't matter. You just can't use the blue one. So here I go through the green door, and you're going to return back to the vermin statue to place that down. The next one is going to be clockwise. We're using the yellow gateway for the Parasite Trial. When you activate this, it's very similar to the Terminus Orb step. You'll need to kill the purple parasites. They're going to drop a purple orb, and then you're going to place it in the podium. Now, if the statue turns red, that means you failed it. You'll need to start it again. It's also important to note that you can't start these trials on these special rounds. So if you see that it's red, you can't do that. You're then going to grab the orb. The yellow gateway is going to close, and you just have to go to either side and get to the parasite statue. The third one is going to be the Doppelghast. You're going to use the green door. That's Speed Cola. This is where the Doppelghast statue is. You're going to interact with that. And shockingly, this phase was pretty easy for the Doppelghast. All you have to do is kill them. And then when you do, that is going to give you the amulet that you can pick up. Now, just like the others, the green gateway is going to close, so you're not going to be able to do that. I just went into the red one. It made it pretty easy. Now, the fourth and final trial is going to be the amalgam. After you shoot that and grab the purple flame, you'll see the red crystal, so you'll take the red gateway. This is going to lead you to the deep excavation site where you can interact with the second amalgam statue. This is going to spawn in a red amalgam. He doesn't have as much health as I thought he would, but if you and your squad do not take him down fast enough, he'll produce a purple shield. You'll need to eliminate the zombies that are tethering that shield, and once you do, you can finish off the amalgam. If you need a mutant injection, you can use that, but that's only if you want. You'll interact with that podium and grab the amulet, take the yellow gateway, and place it back on the amalgams. podium. Once you've completed all 4 of these trials, that is the last of the Easter egg setup. I like that it was pretty simple to get to the boss fight. Now, the only thing that you need to do is get boss fight ready. Once you interact with this circular stone right here, that will lower the barricade and you'll have the bridge to the artifact boss fight. I'd highly recommend going in pack 3 legendary with tier 3 armor. There is a blood ritual Easter egg where you can get golden armor. I don't think that's needed for the boss fight, but you can do it if you need to. I like standing in the Dark Aether together with my squad because then you can pick up everybody's salvage. You can also use gobble gums like profit sharing and who's keeping score. I'd recommend doing the boss fight before round 30. My squad usually goes in around 25. That way the zombies aren't too strong. Now, if you head back to spawn, I'd like to get the dead wire ammo mod just for the amalgams and the boss fight. You can use whichever one you want. Another small little Easter egg is if you shoot these generators with dead wire, one to the left of pack 2 armor, one to the right of the vermin statue, it'll give you some points and a full power. You should use this for your field upgrade to make sure everybody's ready to go in the boss fight. And I would highly recommend that folks use Aether Shroud with the group Shroud major augment and the extra charge on the minor augment. Now, this boss fight can be very tricky if you're not prepared, but if you follow these steps, I promise it's not too bad. The first phase, you're going to stay up top while the artifact rotates down in the middle. Watch out for that laser as it can be pretty deadly. All you'll need to do is stand behind this pillar. This squad member with the upgraded Staff of Ice is going to charge the staff and shoot at the ground. This attack is going to kill all the zombies nearby. You don't have to waste any ammo on this. Now, for the first phase, use an ASG shotgun. Make sure you ADS to do up to 4k damage, and this is going to absolutely shred the artifact. Now, as you notice right here, my squad stands to the right of the Doppelghast statue. You can stand here for up to the first 3 phases. Now, if you get to the second phase, you're going to shoot the right side artifact. This is the one aimed at the parasite. Make sure your entire squad is shooting that one because you do have to meet the damage threshold in order to break it. Now, if you do enough damage, you can then shoot at the left side one to take out the one that's facing the vermin. If you're able to take out both of them, you'll skip phase 3. If you aren't able to skip phase 3, you'll shoot the artifact that's aimed at the Doppelghast for that next round. Because we were able to take out multiple, we immediately went to phase 4. We moved to the statue to the left of the amalgam, and we're shooting at the artifact that's aimed at the amalgam. You want to take out the stronger of the enemies each time. Now, for the next 4 phases, you're gonna play downstairs. This part can be easy if you have good team communication. What I recommend is lasering the red enemy. You're going to take him down. I would do it more inside the cave so you can watch out for those lasers. And when you defeat him, you're going to shoot the purple artifact. This is where your team absolutely needs to communicate where that red zombie is. There's also a blue zombie that can insta-kill you. My squad does not worry about that when we focus purely on the red one. Now, when you see the red one come in, ping him, have all your squad mates come over, and you're going to have one person at a time pop Aether Shroud. You don't have to worry about the zombies. You're just going to follow the red one, take him down, and then destroy the purple artifact. For the next phase, the zombie's going to get a little stronger, and you're going to designate someone on your team to use their group Aether Shroud. So locate the red zombie, stay moving. You want to watch out for that blue artifact zombie, and then take out the red one as quickly as possible. I recommend staying on the inside of the caves. That way you don't hit those lasers because they will insta-down you if you're not careful. As you're using your field upgrades, again, Aether Shroud, Group Shroud, you can either use extra charge or extension. But as your teammates are rotating through their field upgrades, when everyone's exhausted their Aether Shroud, I like to use the Gobblegum Power Keg. That will give you a full field upgrade charge because it gives you a full power. Now, the last one that you're going to get is going to be an Amalgam. This is why I like to run the Deadwire ammo mod. I also like to use Gobblegum, such as Temporal Gift. That's going to make your next power up last twice as long. So instead of 30 seconds, it'll be a minute. And you can use the Killjoy Gobblegum to take down that Amalgam even faster and take down that artifact. Now, again, you do have to do enough damage as a squad, or you're not going to be able to eliminate pieces of that artifact's health. So really, as long as your squad is communicating, keep moving and keep shooting. This boss fight is not hard. When you're on the last phase, you're going to see the artifacts line up in the middle. And what you'll need to do is then do enough damage to this final artifact piece. Now, it's important to note this is a white phase, so if you hear those gongs and you're on the last step, if you do not do enough damage, you will unfortunately fail it. So make sure everybody is shooting that. I love Aether Shroud because you can just go undercover, or you can use Idolize. That'll help you too. And if you need help picking up your teammates, you can use things like Phoenix Up and Near Death Experience. Those are all my tips and tricks for the Tomb Easter egg. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below, and be sure to like and follow for more Black Ops 6 Zombies content. Good luck.